Hello, Mark. My name is Joy. My student number is S044115, and I'm a freshman. I'm going to read a speech titled Why the Best Hire Might Not Have the Perfect Resume by Regina Hartley. Your company launches a search for an open position. The applications start rolling in, and the qualified candidates are identified. Now the choosing begins. Person A, Ivy League, 4.0, flawless resume, great recommendation, all the right stuff. Person B, state school, fair amount of job hopping, and odd job like cashier and singing waitress. But remember, both are qualified, so I ask you, who are you going to pick? My colleague and I created very official term to describe two distinct categories of candidates. We call A the silver spoon, the one who clearly had advantages and was destined for success. And we call B the scraper, the one who had to fight against tremendous odds to get to the same point. You just heard a human resource director refer to people as silver spoons and scrapers, laughter, which is not exactly politically correct and sounds a bit judgmental. But before my human resource certification gets revoked, laughter, let me explain. A resume tells a story, and over the years, I learned something about people whose experience read like a patchwork quilt that makes me stop and fully consider them before tossing their resume away. A series of objects may indicate inconsistency, lack of focus, unpredictability, or it may be signal a committed struggle against obstacles. And the very least, the scraper deserves an interview. To be clear, I don't hold anything against the silver spoon. Getting into and graduating from an elite university takes a lot of hard work and sacrifice. But if your whole life has been engineered towards success, how will you handle the tough time? One person I hired felt that because he attended an elite university, there were certain assignments that were beneath him, like temporarily doing manual labor to better understand an operation. Eventually, he quit. But on the flip side, what happens when your whole life is destined for failure and you actually succeed? I want to urge you to interview the scraper. I know a lot about this because I'm a scraper. Before I was born, my father was diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia, and he couldn't hold a job in spite of his brilliance. All life for one part, cuckoo's nest, one part, awakenings, and one part, a beautiful mind, laughter. I'm the fourth of the 5 children, raised by a single mother in a rough neighborhood in Brooklyn, New York. We never owned a home, a car, a washing machine, and for most of my childhood, we didn't even have a telephone. So, I was highly motivated to understand the relationship between business success and scrapers, because my life could easily have turned out very differently, as I met successful business people and read profiles of high-power leaders. I noticed some commonality. Many of them had experienced early hardship, anywhere from poverty, abandonment, death of a parent while young, to learning disability, alcoholism, and violence. The conventional thinking has been that trauma leads to distress, and there's been a lot of focus on the resulting dysfunction. A during study of dysfunction, data reveal an unexpected insight that even the worst circumstances can result in growth and transformation, a remarkable and counterintuitive phenomenon has been discovered, which scientists call post-traumatic growth. In one study designed to measure the effect of adversity on children and risk, among a subset of 698 children who experienced the most severe and extreme conditions, 41 grew up to lead healthy, successful, and productive lives. In spite of everything and against tremendous odds, they succeed. 1/3. Hartley's Regina. His grandparents gave him up for adoption. He never finished college. He dropped hard quite a bit, goes on a sojourn to India for a year, and to top it off, he has dyslexia. Would you hire this guy? His name is Steve Jobs. In a study of the world's most highly successful entrepreneurs, it turns out a very disproportionate number had dyslexia. In the U.S., 35% of entrepreneurs studied had dyslexia. What's remarkable, among those entrepreneurs who experience post-traumatic growth, then they now view their learning disability as a desirable difficulty when provided them an advantage because they became better listeners and pay greater attention to detail. They don't think they are who they are in spite of adversity. They know they are who they are because of adversity. They embrace their trauma and hardship as key elements of who become, and know that without those experiences, they may not have developed the muscle and grit required to become successful. One of my colleagues had his life completely unending as a result of the Chinese Cultural Revolution in 1966. At age 13, his parents were relocated to countryside. The school was closed and he was left alone in Beijing to fend for himself until 16, when he got a job in clothing factory. But instead of accepting his fate, he made a resolution that he would continue his formal education. 11 years later, when the political landscape changed, he heard about a highly selected university admission test. He had 3 months to learn the entire curriculum of middle and high school. So every day, he came home from the factory, took a nap, studied until 4 a.m., went back to work and repeated the cycle every day for 3 months. He did it. He succeeded. His commitment to his education was unwavering, and he never lost hope. Today, he holds a master's degree, and his daughters each have degrees from Cornell and Harvard. Scrapers are propelled by the belief that the only person you have full control over is yourself. When things don't turn out well, Scraper asks, what can I do differently to create a better result? Scraper has a sense of purpose that prevents them from giving up on themselves. Kind of like if you survive poverty, a crazy father and several muggings, you figure business challenges. Laughter. Really? Piece of cat. I got this. Laughter. And that reminds me, humor. Scraper knows that humor gets you through the tough time, and laughter helps you change your perspective. And finally, there are relationships. People who overcome adversity don't do it alone. Somewhere along the way, they find people who bring out the best in them and who are investing in their success. Having someone you can count on, No matter what is essential to overcoming adversity. I was lucky. In my first job after college, I didn't have a car, so I carpooled across two bridges with a woman who was the president's assistant. She watched me work and encouraged me to focus on my future and not dwell on my past. Along the way, I've met many people who provided me with brutally honest feedback, advice, and mentorship. If people don't mind that I once worked as a singing waitress to help pay for college, laughter. I'll leave you with one final but valuable insight. Companies that are committed to diversity and inclusive practice tend to support scraper and outperform their peers. According to Diversity Inc., a study of top 50 companies for diversity outperformed the S&P 500 by 25%. So back to my original question, who are you going to bet on, Silver Spoon or Scraper? I say choose the underestimated contender, whose secret weapon are passion and purpose. Hire the Scraper. Applause.